Let us begin with silence. Not the silence of absence, but the silence of presence. The kind that hums beneath the stars. The kind that lingers between galaxies. The kind that speaks not in words, but in gravity. When we look up at the night sky, we see light. Ancient light. Light that has traveled for billions of years to reach us. We see stars, galaxies, nebulae, cosmic lanterns scattered across the void. And we think, this is the universe. But it isn't. What we see is the exception. The luminous tip of a vast, invisible iceberg. The truth is that the stars, the planets, the glowing gas clouds, they make up just 5% of the universe. The rest is hidden. Silent. Profound. Dark matter accounts for 27%. Dark energy, the force accelerating the expansion of space itself, makes up 68%. So when we gaze into the cosmos, we are seeing only a sliver of reality. It's like standing in a cathedral and admiring the stained glass, unaware of the vast stone structure holding it aloft. We are creatures of light. Our eyes evolved to see photons. Our telescopes stretch that vision across the cosmos. And yet, everything we've ever seen, every star, every planet, every glowing nebula, is just 5% of the universe. 5%. The rest is hidden. 27% is dark matter. 68% is dark energy. The cosmos is not luminous. It is shadowed. And in that shadow lies truth. Dark matter does not emit light. It does not reflect it. It does not absorb it. It is invisible to the electromagnetic spectrum. And yet, it is there. We know it by its influence. By the way galaxies spin. By the way light bends around clusters. By the way the universe holds itself together. It is the silent architect of the cosmos. And it invites us to ask, what is real? Is reality confined to what we can see? Or is it something deeper, something inferred, something felt in the equations and the curves of space? The story of dark matter begins with a question. In the 1930s, Fritz Zwicky studied the Coma Cluster, a collection of galaxies drifting through space. He measured their velocities and found something strange. They were moving too fast. By Newton's laws, they should have flown apart. But they didn't. Something was holding them together. Something invisible. He called it Dunkel Materie, dark matter. His ideas were radical. They were dismissed. But decades later, Vera Rubin studied spiral galaxies and found the same anomaly. Stars far from the galactic center were moving just as fast as those near the core. Again, gravity alone couldn't explain it. There had to be more mass. Mass we couldn't see. These weren't errors. They were revelations. They told us the universe is not made mostly of stars, planets, or gas. It's made of something else. Something silent. Something vast. Dark matter is not just a passive presence. It is active. It sculpts the universe. In the early moments after the Big Bang, the universe was a hot soup of particles. Ordinary matter was too energetic to clump. But dark matter, cold, silent, and indifferent to light, began to gather. It formed gravitational wells. And into those wells, ordinary matter fell. Galaxies formed. Stars ignited. Planets coalesced. Life emerged. Without dark matter, the universe would be a diffuse fog. No structure. No stars. No us. It is the scaffolding of reality. The invisible architecture of everything we know. And it reminds us that the most important things are not always visible. That the foundations of existence may lie in silence. So what is it? We don't know. But we have suspects. One is the WIMP, weakly interacting massive particle. It's heavy, stable, and interacts only through gravity and the weak nuclear force. If WIMPs exist, they should occasionally collide with ordinary matter. Rarely. Quietly. But detectably. Experiments like Xenon 1T in Italy and LUX Zeppelin in South Dakota are listening. Deep underground, shielded from cosmic rays, they wait for a single flash, a whisper from the dark. Another candidate is the Axion, a feather-light particle born from quantum theory. It could explain dark matter and solve other puzzles in physics. The ADMX experiment in Washington is tuning its radio ears to hear actions convert into photons. There are sterile neutrinos, supersymmetric particles, even primordial black holes. Each theory is a doorway. Each experiment is a knock. So far, the doors remain closed. But science is patient. It listens. It refines. It persists. In recent years, the hunt has intensified. The James Webb Space Telescope is mapping the early universe, revealing structures that may hint at dark matter's fingerprints. Gravitational lensing, where light bends around massive objects, offers clues. We see galaxies distorted, stretched, magnified. And from those distortions, we infer the presence of mass. Mass that isn't luminous. Mass that must be dark. There are anomalies in cosmic microwave background measurements. Unexplained signals in underground detectors. Hints. Echoes. Possibilities. We are on the edge of revelation. Or perhaps, on the edge of deeper mystery. And that is the beauty of science. It is not a catalogue of answers. It is a map of questions. But what if dark matter isn't a particle? What if it's a field? A modification of gravity? A new dimension? Some physicists propose modified Newtonian dynamics. Others explore emergent gravity, holographic principles, or extra-dimensional brands. These ideas are radical. They challenge the foundations of physics. But the universe doesn't owe us simplicity. It owes us truth. And truth may be stranger than we imagine. Dark matter may not be a thing. It may be a consequence. A shadow cast by deeper laws. And in that possibility lies wonder. Dark matter is not just a scientific puzzle. It is a philosophical mirror. It asks us to reconsider what we mean by real. If something cannot be seen, cannot be touched, cannot be measured directly, does it exist? The answer, in the case of dark matter, is yes. It reminds us that reality is not confined to our senses. That the universe is not obliged to be intuitive. That our understanding is a candle in a vast, dark cathedral. It humbles us. We are creatures of light, trying to understand the dark. And in that effort, we become something more. We become explorers, dreamers, scientists. Dark matter is a reminder that the universe is not a finished book. It is a manuscript still being written. And we are the scribes. It invites us to wonder, to ask, to reach beyond the veil. Because to be human is to seek, and to seek is to begin. What does dark matter teach us about reality? It teaches us that reality is layered. That the visible is not the whole. That the universe is not a stage lit by stars, but a theater built on silence. It teaches us that knowledge is not possession. It is pursuit. And it teaches us that humility is not weakness. It is wisdom. We are not the masters of the cosmos. We are its students. And dark matter is our teacher. Let us return to the night sky. Let us stand beneath the stars and feel the silence. Let us remember that what we see is not all there is. That the universe is vast, mysterious, and beautiful beyond measure. As Brian Cox might say, we are the cosmos made conscious. And in our consciousness, the cosmos contemplates itself. Dark matter is part of that contemplation. A whisper beneath the stars. A shadow in the equations. A promise that the universe still holds secrets. And so we listen. We search. We wonder. Because the greatest truths are not always visible. They are felt. In the silence. In the gravity. In the awe.